Okay, I have a 6x6 stretched canvas here on top of some little paper cups. A big plastic cup in case I decide to do a dirty pour. I haven't decided if I'm going to do dirty pours or straight pours. I have a little mix that I made using Elmer's glue and water. As you can see, I kind of marked this up over here, and what I did is originally, this is some that's still left over, is I had squeezed the glue into this container up to my mark there of 2, and then I added water up to the 4, and then shook it up thoroughly. It's still plenty liquid and all, and then I have some straight water, and that's the Elmer's glue and water is going to be to help my pouring medium. I'm going to put my different paints in here. I have 4 different colors. I may or may not need to get some more black, and if I do, I will most likely use just the Liquitex Basics black on that. We'll continue this up in just a moment as I get ready. Okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and move my little board up over here, and we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and start mixing up some of the colors. As I said, I'm going to use these different little cups. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of paint. Oh, and I forgot, I needed to get my little stir sticks. Let me get those. Alright, I have a bunch of little stir sticks. I'm going to go ahead and get one for each color. Get the one right now. And we're going to go ahead. I think I might end up finishing up this little bit of black paint. This was from an economy pack, I guess, or a low cost pack that I had bought. My wife wanted to do something utilizing black. She saw some other work and she really enjoyed the black. So what we want to do is get this kind of consistent. I'm going to just show the one and probably do the others off of camera. We're going to go ahead and get the little mix here. Get that open. These were the little condiment jars that I had picked up. So we're just going to go in here and mix it. Get a little bit of that in there. And then go ahead and stir this up. Really mix. Get in there. And just go ahead and give it a squirt of water. Just a little bit. Probably doesn't need it. It's pretty good, but just to help. Just a little itty bitty, couple itty bitty bits of water. Oh yeah, that's really good and liquid there. Yeah, maybe a little bit too liquid, but that's okay. That'll be fine. Alright, so I'm going to pause and mix my other colors, and then we'll continue back. Okay, I have my colors mixed right now. I got my black. It's still in good shape right now. I didn't go too overboard because it's a fairly small canvas. I might add a little bit more. I didn't put any water originally into the yellow here, but I might put a little bit. Usually with yellows, you don't end up needing actually a whole bunch of water after you do the other additives, but I'm just going over these and stirring them. I might go ahead and do it. Now the thing is, if I want to do a straight pour or if I want to do a dirty pour. I don't think I've done one of a straight pour, so I might do that this time. So I'm going to kind of put these up over here, and now I'm going to go ahead and just put my little canvas up over here, and then I will probably get my little gloves. So I'm going to go get the gloves on, and then I'll come back. Okay, got my little gloves on, as you can see, And I'm still debating if I want to do a dirty pour or if I want to do a straight pour. Now, so we're going to go ahead and maybe do a little bit. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do a dirty pour. So I'm going to pour most of my black into here. Put that in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and well, I'm going to put my pink in there. Mix that in. Little box. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the yellow. These things, they look interesting. I always mix more paint afterwards. I try not to be too wasteful with doing this. You can waste a lot of paint. All right. So then we're going to get one more stir stick. You can probably not really see in here. I don't want to mix it up too much. But I got the paints all inside there. And now what I'm going to do is just kind of do a little crisscross in here. Just a little bit of one. It's it there. You always wipe that off. Now you take the little canvas. I like to do flips, and we're going to just put it up on there. Press it. Give that a little second to everything to come down. Hopefully it's coming down. Oh, in there. Okay. Now we're going to get that. Let me just take that a second. And we can also just add in as we go over here and just get a couple of things in there. What's ever left in the jars or the cups. So I'm going to play with this for a little while. Get it in here. And we're going to see. So we got most of that. I don't think I really need to add any of the I don't think I need to add any of the black back in here. So I'm going to go in here. I like that. A little bit of fun with that. That's kind of cool. And back into my whatever I got in my orange. Now I can also just kind of stretch my my black out. So in here I like to cover the canvas, so just using my little stir stick. Now you could go over here if you want. You can take it and just add a couple of things here and there like so. Just kind of pull it through. Kind of cool. A little bit of fun with that. So now what I might do is take a paintbrush, any kind of paintbrush really. It's a slightly better one, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of just pick it up and paint the sides of my little canvas over here. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to come back to this. Alright, so I have that going right now. I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves off here. I'm going to let that dry a while. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see the thing. And we're going to go ahead and let this dry a while longer. I'll move my camera a little bit. And you can see what it looks like. And this is just a little 6x6. Having a little bit of fun there. And I'm going to go ahead and put my camera back to where it was. And just go ahead and pull back a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start to clean up a little bit. And this will probably need, you know, a day, 2 days, maybe even 3 to completely dry. Okay, and that's why I have it in this little area that I use for doing stuff like this. And so since it's a 6x6 stretched canvas. Alright, well here's my little 6x6 canvas. It's been drying for several hours. I'm going to go ahead and move in here with the camera. See that in there. And it's still going to be drying. I'm going to need to let it dry until probably tomorrow morning, but it's looking pretty good. Not too bad. I'm glad that I did the drops in afterward. But this was using just some kit of, I think it was 36 colors altogether. It was about $18, acrylic colors, with my glue and water mix to make a pour medium. It looks pretty good. So we'll get a picture of it later, and just so you can know how it is there.